Hi, it's Universal Language. Today I'm bringing you the Timex Marlin 34mm in all silver, which is a model that has gone under the radar a bit. I just want to let you know that this watch comes in a mesh silver strap to complement the beautiful silver dial. I have lost the mesh strap and therefore I will fit the watch with this beautiful vintage strap instead. The silver mesh strap, as far as I remember, was built in a decent quality, but I've just not found a mesh strap that I'm mesh with yet. The watch is super simple, so let's keep the overview of the watch as simple. We obviously have the 34mm dial in a beautiful silver tone. The case is only 10mm thick. Even with the domed acrylic crystal, the watch is built on a manual wind movement with hacking. Timex does not disclose any information on the specifics of the movement, but the internet is undefeated. It's a Seagull ST6 from China, which has been modified to be a manual wind instead. Let's have a conversation about the dial. It's the biggest selling point of the watch and definitely has a charm that has not been replicated by many watch brands in the modern era. First of all, it's only 34mm, so it hits the nostalgic sweet spot, and secondly, the dial looks unique and special. They have chosen a graceful and commendable font for the Marlins, which is delightful and unique and gives the artsy touch to the dial. The outer dial bends inwards and creates a seamless two-dimensional layer that obtains more space, much like the Junghans Max bells. The second, minute, and hour hands are long thin metals that is thick on the base and then extends to become thinner at the outer dial. The case thickness comes in at around 10mm, even though the dome crystal is fairly thick. What I love about the acrylic is the warm light that lays over the glass, which is a bit hard to translate through the screen, but it feels welcoming and homely as opposed to placy crystal or sapphire glass. So of course the right thing is to continue the legacy of the original Marlins and keep the same soft, legible acrylic crystal. I love that even though it's a dress watch, they've done something unconventional, which breaks the core fundamentals of the genre of dress watches, which is adding drilled lugs, which makes everything so much easier without obstructing the beauty of the case or the overall look. This might not seem like a big deal, but on dress watches, it's not common at all. The lug width is 18mm, which is perfect for the size, and I'm glad they did not go with something obstructive like 17mm to hit the 2:1 ratio. There's not much to talk about the movement. Timex don't even want to talk about it. It's a price point movement, and that has been my experience as well. There's nothing horological significant about this mechanical movement. So in my experience, you get what you pay for. This is not something you will pass down to your kids. It's not a legacy watch. It's a watch that you enjoy for many years, and that's about it. I would say it's great that there is hacking functionality added to the movement, which is not something I expected when they don't want to disclose anything about the movement. What are some of the shortcomings of this watch? I think they've used all their R&D money on the dial, because if you look at the spec sheet, just purely the numbers and materials, this should not be a rich experience. Even though it does not have the heft, the weight, or the super quality materials, it still comes out as a great experience. It's a rendition of the original Marlins. 34mm is classic, but they could have opted for 36mm instead to get more people engaged with the size. That would have been more digestible and therefore furthering the interest in the dress segment for the masses. The silver on silver dial can sometimes be illegible when the light hits it from certain angles. It's not bad, but it still should be noted. Timex really hit it out of the park in the 60s, the golden age of watch designs. All the watches from that specific time period seem to have elegant and timeless design to it, and it shows especially when the watches had these sunburst, vivid, and rich dials. If you are looking for a no-nonsense dress watch that can literally be used with any occasion, this silver dial version could be a watch for you. It might be a bit too simple or industrial, but it does not lack the charm and still finds a place in the myriad of Marlin watches the company is putting out lately. I hope you enjoyed this review and hopefully you'll subscribe, like, and be back next time. Be well, which sometimes can be hard, which I fully understand. Thank you.